the president arriving to cast his vote. Igor Dodon says he represents continuity, and that for him also means keeping Moldova firmly under Moscow's influence.
I voted today for peace and stability, for harmony between different ethnic groups in Moldova, and for balancing relations with our overseas partners.
It is not an opinion shared by his opponent. Maia Sandu leads a party that is representing an alternative agenda. Unlike President Dodon, she envisages a Moldova that is no longer so closely tied with what Russia and its President Vladimir Putin wants.
I voted for the country that fights corruption and wishes to stop all these corrupt clans. I voted for the future of our country, for all of the civilized people.
In this ex-Soviet country wedged between Ukraine and European Union member Romania, there is often a clash of ideals. President Dodon has cultivated warm relations with Moscow, but there is plenty of affinity here for the West. Yet Moldova has also had to contend with being one of Europe's poorest nations. For years, its younger generations have gone abroad in search of work, leaving behind fewer people of working age and an economy reliant on remittances, conditions that have left a population weary of more promises of change. In these elections, despite the pandemic, Moldovans living abroad have felt compelled to vote, double the number than those who voted in the last presidential elections in 2016. But voter transparency has also been an issue, in particular in the breakaway region of Transnistria, which has been a valuable buffer for Russian interests in Moldova, a hub for voter corruption in favour of pro-Moscow candidates.
So this is the border crossing to Transnistria, the breakaway region that's only recognised by Russia. Now, there have been allegations of vote rigging coming from this region, so what the local Moldovans have done is block the road to try and stop them from coming in and voting here.
The main candidates represent opposite ends of the political spectrum in Moldova, and it is the voters who will choose whether the country opts for an eastern or western-backed leader to help take it forward in this turbulent time. Now, while President Dodon may be perhaps looking at exactly why he's lagging behind, of course it is due to the fact that perhaps people want to change from his presidency. But also what it could be down to the fact is that during this whole campaign, President Dodon very much played to his own audience and not making any attempts to reach out beyond that as well. Nevertheless, in 2 weeks' time, there will be the second round of this that will determine who will be the next president, and there will be many attempts to form deals with other smaller parties to see if they can form support blocs that will choose and decide really who will emerge as the victor.
And we'll be watching that runoff for you here on Al Jazeera. Sonia Gallego there on the ground for us in Moldova. Thank you, Sonia.